life is a gamble, but most people don't play the game.
All work works. It's just sometimes it works on you before it works for you. But are you willing to let it work on you long enough in order for it to work for you?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Econ Bulldog, where we talk credit, passive income, personal growth, and finance. Today, we got one of the founders of the other better half of Meet the Hernandezes here at Fountain Blue. You guys may wonder, like, why is this guy holding an aluminum goldish toothbrush? Well, to be real, we're at the Fountain Blue and they nailed it. They nailed every little attention to detail. Fun part, they even got an intimacy kit. I just thought that was kind of funny. They got a Revive kit. They got popcorn. I think it's like $16 popcorn. But yeah, guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about why we're here, personal growth. Obviously, something that you guys will take away is obviously life is too precious. All right, so really listen up on what we're gonna converse. Chris, let me know why we here, brother. Why we here?
Ah, man, we're here to talk about life insurance, bro, not death insurance. Available on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
In Spanish and English, baby. Yeah, but hey, bro, by the way, we just came out the gym, and it's actually the first time that I've been to a gym in a hotel that was packed. You know, it was packed.
It was the first time I went to a gym at the hotel.
There's always a first for everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we're here to talk about life insurance, not death insurance, and basically the importance of it, you know?
Yeah.
A question is always asked, like, who is life insurance for? And I always tell them, look, man, in a nutshell, you can say it's for a family member, you can say it's for somebody who has children, you know, somebody who has responsibilities, but at the end of the day, to put it in a nutshell, it's for a leader.
Yes.
You know, it's for a leader, whether you're leading a team, you're leading a household, you're leading a business, you're leading a church. We sit down with a lot of clients that they're like, hey, unfortunately, they don't have any more family on this earth anymore, you know, and all they do is go to their congregation, meet with them, be active right there, and they put them down as their beneficiary. You know,
So you came to Vegas for a conference?
Yeah, it's the biggest conference of the year of the company, and it's jam-packed. You know, the artists that are performing, what are they called?
Jabberwockies? One of them, yeah.
The Jabberwockies. We have a few big names coming in. You know, an ex-NFL All-Star player. He's gonna be right there. He's gonna definitely be giving a lot of value, dropping a lot of gems.
Gotcha.
You know, another gentleman named Wooden. He's John Wooden. He's big on leadership. Yeah, Leadership on Wooden, I believe, is his book. I'm currently reading it. Phenomenal book, by the way, man, if you guys haven't picked it up.
Nice. Hey, real quick, Chris, how important is showing up?
Bro, it's the first thing that you have to do, so it's very important. It's very important.
And then just to segue off that, right, like Wendy, you know, shout out to Wendy, one of your team members, right? So Chris is building his team, right? Team of agents. He inspires them, he leads by example. But so Wendy is someone I introduced him to, and you know, everyone's going through something, but I'm always connecting like-minded people to an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? They say poor people refer people, rich people introduce.
Wow.
So remember that. I got that from David Rivero. But another thing is, talk about real quick about Wendy showing up.
No, I mean, look, she had every objection in the book, every obstacle in the book not to go, right? Single mom, has, you know, I believe four children.
Yeah.
You know, and she's currently in the middle of a move, like 100 miles. It's not like she's moving down the block or the next zip code, right? And a whole lot of other things that you know, it's for her to disclose, right?
Yes.
But on top of it all, she said, man, you know what? If I don't make a change now, what will change later?
Oof.
You know, and look, man, with the support of both of us, we were able to make some things work. Awesome. And we just said it, hey, are you willing to show? She said, hey, man, let's do it. I'm gonna take that opportunity. And bam, she drove. Man, she just got here a few hours ago.
Yeah, got here a few hours ago. Got in a rental car, came, and like I said, opportunities are there. But how bad do you want it, right? Showing up is half the battle. Okay, but most people, they find an excuse.
Yeah.
Right? You guys are quick to go to a quinceañera, sweet 16, bachelor party, right? But then when I invite you guys, hey, We got a credit conference. We got a life insurance conference. We got some type of conference that's gonna better you. You guys will find every excuse in the book. And Wendy, testimonial, like the support will always be there. That's the last thing of your worries, right? The hardest part is figuring out, and showing up, okay?
Look, when people see that you want it, they're more than willing to lend a hand up, not a hand out. You feel me?
That's true.
So that's what we saw. Like she wants it. There's just obviously some obstacles that it's like, hey, no worries, we can help you with that. But as soon as we help you get over that obstacle, are you gonna keep going? And she was like, yes. Boom.
I got a question, I think, for all of us, right? It's like, did you sacrifice something to be here today?
Oh, 100%. Not only myself, the other half of Meet the Hernandezes is my beautiful wife. So yeah. We even had to, split up and come at different times.
So yeah, just want to speak on that. Shout out to Jazz. All right, they were supposed to come here tomorrow, right? And I got here last night because I was filming, and from we were talking. Jasmine said, "Hey man, you should fly out early," and Chris was like, "Oh shoot, you know what? Good idea." And Chris didn't hesitate. Within the hour, he was on the flight over here, got here, and we started connecting, started masterminding, and that's important, right? I know sometimes your partner might not agree with what you're doing. Yeah. My wife, she didn't understand what I was doing in the beginning, going to these conferences. She didn't understand, right? Because she was used to that 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. Now, shout out to my wife, Denise. She supports me in anything. Even with her struggles right now with her back surgery and stuff like that. And you want a good partner like that on your team. So shout out to your wife too. So Jasmine, right? A good huge factor of their success, right? And they're still, I believe you're still on the beginning stages of your success, which I think that's like so much more to come. And then when it comes, man, all this waking up early, all these long drives, all this, showing up when you didn't really feel like it, right? Because everyone can show up when they feel like it.
Yeah.
Everybody, right? That's what football players say. Oh, it's cool to wake up and want to go to practice, but the days that you don't want to go to practice, right? I've been walking every day for about, right now it's consistently for I think 40 days.
Yeah, and today was 41, bro.
And my body just used to it. Hey, I got to get up. Right, I gotta get up. You stop one day, no, I gotta get up. Well, what's something that you battle with that you continually do?
Man, well, and I think this is quite common. It's when just things aren't working out. Like you're really giving it all. You're doing more than your fair share, and you're like, man, like it's still not giving. But I always just remind myself what Myron Golden says. He's like, hey man, all work works. It's just sometimes it works on you before it works for you. But are you willing to let it work on you long enough in order for it to work for you? And so many people quit right there. So many people quit when they were at the cusp of it actually working for them. And I just keep that in the back of my head, and I'm like, bro, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Yes. And I'm like, all these other people, look, man, Instagram, it's a very nice platform to communicate. All these social media platforms, they're awesome to see people's, trophies, sharing baby pictures, all that. But look, when you get to meet some people and, the big flexers, you find out things that you're like, well, that's why, And it's not to say everybody. Yeah. It's not to say everybody, but I'm just saying, we live in a bit of a microwave society. That we want everything done quick. Now, certain things we take in quantum leaps from what we could do. Like, hey, now we can fly instead of make a 4-hour drive. We can get here in 45 minutes, right? So, right. Those are the type of things that might have changed. But still, you have to do more work to catch that flight than make that drive. Of
course, you got to grind.
Yeah, because it's going to cost you more, bro, to fly down here than to drive out here. Yeah. It depends what car you have, right? Yeah. But on the most part, it's going to cost more because anywhere that you want to get around here, you got to Uber around, right? All that. So yeah, man, it's that, and I just continuously tell myself, bro, it's going to work for us. It's working on us.
I love it. Real quick, can you talk about one of your people on your team regarding a death benefit they got? That was kind of like rewarding, and then kind of like just something that.
So look, a big story that we share in our office, and big shout outs to the Montebello office, man. We're one of the biggest flag carriers in the company right there, and I love the environment, man. I love the culture.
How many members you got?
In the office itself, I think it's about ranges between 70 to 85.
Okay, nice.
Give or
Okay,
take.
awesome.
Yeah, but all in all, there was an agent that his father years ago, he was your typical Mexican father, woke up to go to work, came home to get ready for work for the next day. You feel me? Just straight grinder, bro. Very respectable man. I got to meet him in life, and man, real hustler. But unfortunately, he got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and they gave him 3 months to live. But prior to that, there was a life insurance agent that was going around the neighborhood, knocking and knocking and knocking, till I guess he finally said one day, man, what do you want? Fine, like, tell me, right? And to people, like his family didn't even know he had gotten a policy, right? And when he got diagnosed, he was the breadwinner. Everybody else that was of age, they were in college, the other ones were in high school. It's a family of 4. I believe it was a family of 4. And, he couldn't go to work no more. So you go from having a 6-figure income coming into the household for construction to nothing. Because in construction, it's like, hey, bro, when you work, you're making money. But when you don't, hey, that's it, right?
Yeah.
So they had to drop out of college, pick up 2 jobs, and even like part-time here and a part-time there, they don't equal to a full-time 6 figures, no matter how hard you try. So they were falling behind on bills, and they finally figured out that one of the letters that came in was for a life insurance policy. And they called and they were like, hey, my dad has life insurance? Yeah, they do. Like, is everything okay? Or, was there anything that you guys needed? They're like, oh, well, unfortunately my dad got diagnosed with cancer. I don't think we're gonna be able to pay for this. And they were like, no, hold up, like, your dad got diagnosed with cancer? Like, yeah, what stage? 4. Oh, okay. Your dad has living benefits. Ooh. So he was able to access part of the policy in life. They gave him a check, cut him a check, tax-free. They got up to speed on all their payments, all the bills, the house, the mortgage, man, the cars, everything, and they had some savings. Not only that, they had money to help their dad out to fight this. And guess what? He lived another 8 years.
And and the doctor, I think you said doctor only gave him a few months, huh?
The doctor gave him 3 months. Yeah, and the harshest part is that, Latino, Mexican family, he didn't speak English. So his daughter went with him to the hospital, and the doctor told him, hey, I don't speak Spanish, but, tell your dad that he has stage 4 cancer, he has 3 months to live. Now she got to turn around and tell her dad, So it hit heavy, man. It hit heavy, and I don't wish it upon nobody, but he was able to live another 8 beautiful years, and unfortunately he did pass away about 2 years ago. And what happened is that the rest of the money in the policy, it was given to his beneficiary, which he had left it to his wife, and she received a big lump sum, tax-free money.
And those are stories like that obviously it makes you kind of like want to reverse ingenuity. What I mean by that is, like, life is a gamble. Life is a gamble, but most people don't play the game. What do I mean by that? Okay, sure, is life insurance, someone's gonna say, well, that's $150 a month, that's $100 a month, that's expensive, right? The truly expense is you running into something like that and have nothing to cover.
Oh yeah.
That's way more expensive. So we can go back and forth and be like, well, if you did this and you did that, right? At the end of the day, you do it or you don't.
Well, I always tell people, I'm like, look, man, what are you looking at? Are you looking at the price or are you looking at the cost? They're like, well, it's the same thing. I'm like, no, it ain't. The price is your monthly premium or your annual premium, right? The cost is what it's gonna cost you and your family not to have it. So what's more expensive? The monthly premium or not having it and not having it when you need it?
Yes.
And obviously not having it when you need it is a lot more expensive. It's something simple, car insurance. What's more expensive? to have it or to not to have it.
True.
You know? So yeah, and then let's be real, man. Like we're quick to insure everything, including our phones that are extremely replaceable. $100 will replace your screen.
True.
Now you're over here paying 15, 25, you know, depending on the phone that you have, a month for a phone. I understand it's very useful. It's sometimes even necessary depending on your career, but it's just a phone. What about this? Without this, that don't exist. Without this doesn't even matter. You feel me? And your family needs you more than they need a phone.
That's heavy. That's true. I mean, those of you guys that are watching, and I don't wish this on no one, but like think about this, right? This example is like there's a blank paper or a card. Write the name of the person that will take care of your family if you die tomorrow, right? When someone told me that hit me. I was like, what? No one. No one obviously can replace me, but at the same time, no one will be able to take care of my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
All right? And I know, God, my mom, I'm sure she'll do whatever,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's a whole different ball game. So you want to get prepared. Yeah. You want to be like, oh shoot, okay, let me sit down. What do I qualify for? One of my biggest mentors, Rudy, I always talk about him on each pod because he gives so much life-changing information, brother. Wow. And one of the things he told me like a year and a half ago, I'm gonna say almost 2 years, he goes, hey bro, do you have life insurance? And I was like, well, through the VA, I got something. And he goes, nah, bro, go 6 months, lose weight, and get it.
Yeah.
Right? And that information right there, bro, that's priceless.
Well, to add to that, a lot of people, they get like group insurance from work, right?
Yeah.
It's extremely affordable. Like some people, they're paying like $10 for like $150,000 of coverage, right? And listen, for some people that's more than enough. For others, they need a little more to actually, cover the spread that they would actually leave behind. But regardless of that, I always I urge people, look, there's a lot of clauses in these group insurances. A lot of them, like one, you have to pass away right there, or work related, right? The other one is a very simple and generic one is if you don't retire there, it doesn't follow you. Feel me? So it's not like permanent. Now, it's not for every single job, but if you do have something through your job, I would urge you to look at that clause just to make sure that that life insurance policy will follow you. And not within the company, but if you choose to leave or if you choose to retire. Either one of those is a little bit of the same difference. So make sure that those benefits stick with you. Because at that point, if they don't, you're kind of renting it, which is better than not having something. But there's nothing better than being an owner.
Is that still an asset?
Well, brother, when you get life insurance, you go from a liability to...
And guys, this pod is not to sell you that, right? It's literally to wake you up and check yourself.
Yeah.
Do I have it? Do I need it? Where am I situation? I think everybody needs it.
100%.
But you said about need and want. Talk about that real quick.
Well, yeah, look, it was part of like, you asked me, hey man, like when people, want to come on board, they want to join the team, because you're like, hey, who should I be looking for to like refer and maybe offer an opportunity to, right? Because we both run across a lot of people, we run across people that need credit, we run across people that, hey, they need some life insurance, right? And we talk about it, right? Yeah. And then I was like, hey, frankly, man, the people that tend to succeed in this industry are not the people who need it. They're the people who want it. You see, Wendy has a lot of needs, right? Current needs, right? And most humans do, but,
yeah, we are.
But her want is bigger than her needs, right? Wendy's want is bigger than her need of a check. Wendy's want is bigger than her need to sleep in. Wendy's want is bigger than her need to be comfortable. Because her making that drive out here like that, finding a babysitter,
that's hard
and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's very uncomfortable, bro, because she's never come out to something like this. And she is not gonna regret it at all. I can guarantee that. Yeah, I can guarantee that, bro. She will not regret 1 second of it. But that's why I say, I'm like, look, we're just looking for people who want it.
What's the best skills someone can learn on your team? Like the best top 3 skills?
Communication. In order to elevate, you must first learn how to communicate. And that's what we teach, you know. Second is, hey man, have confidence in yourself. Like, what we're offering people is something that will change their life and allow their family to continue theirs. Because think about it, having life insurance, you're preventing 2 tragedies in one day. One, the loss of a family member, that cannot be replaced. But you have to replace the income that that person brought into the household, right? The second one is, you probably want to give that person a proper burial that suits whatever proper means to you.
Yes.
And right now, the average, at least in the US, is anywhere from 20 to 25,000, something very standard to bury somebody. Right? You can cremate them. You know, most people don't like to cremate their loved ones.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, for example, the example that I gave about the agent, his father had a last wish that he wanted to be buried in Michoacan with his family. And because of what he left behind, they were not only able to do that, but they were able to, you know, do something else for his family out there also. So it's having those things set in place that really do help at the end.
I want to bring up 2 points. Not gonna go too much into it, but 2. Though you follow me, you know why I got into credit. My grandma passed away. We didn't have 15,000 to ship her to Peru. That was her last wish. I only had 3,000 in my bank account. Called every family member. No one contributed. I told my wife I will never ask for family for money ever again, and that was my why. One of them. 2, my uncle in Peru would pay every month for his life insurance in Peru, right? He paid like 5 different policies, right? When he passed away, he left about 150,000 to the fam, so they didn't have to stress.
Yeah.
Now, the sad part, because I would like to be real with you guys, they blew that money in 6 months, okay? And that goes with, yes, they got a check, they got capital. Capital, Latin word, capitas, means knowledge of the head, right? And you know, I love my aunt. I love her to death. And if she's one of those aunts where like just makes things happen, will cook for me when I used to go to Peru and stuff like that. And you know, this is sad, right? Because she would always, you know, hey nephew, how you been? You know, hopefully you can send me a little something. And I would always send her something. When she got this check, you know, doing great. And that was the hardest time that I was going through. Like I was going through something hard. And not so case that I needed anything, but a phone call be good, right? Like a follow-up, hey nephew, how you been? Right?
Yeah.
Peeps, chirps, right? And you know, to this day, it hurts me. Right? I'm kind of getting teary-eyed talking about it because like, when you got money and this and that, like, okay, people call you, but when you're broke and you know you're trying to figure stuff out, who's really calling you, right? And that's something really important. I wanted to share and kind of, you know, just be like I said, I'm transparent with everything. I got nothing to hide, and you know, Chris is the same vibes. That's why, you know, we have a great connection. And I'm gonna put this on camera. You will be, what is it called, the president earner?
100K ring earner.
Okay, 100K ring earner. I'm gonna put it out there, all right? And at the same time, he wants to change lives. So, what are 3 things that you're looking for in an agent?
Well, 1, that they want it, right? 2, that they're willing to learn. You know, because I always tell people, I'm like, listen, you can learn anything that you put your mind to. The only thing that you can't teach people is to want it. You feel me? And last but not least, you know, have a commitment. Not the commitment to the company, not the commitment to the product, the commitment to yourself. You know, Wendy has a commitment to herself. She has a big why. You know, she has a big why, a big reason why she's doing what she's doing. And those 3 things, man, you're gonna go far and you're gonna be coachable. You know, if you're coachable, bro, we have everything set up. We have training, we have online training. We help you get licensed ASAP. You have to get licensed in whatever state that you're in. By the way, you can work all across the country via Zoom, in person, right now traveling, you know, bumping into people, having conversations. Boom, here's my business card. What do you do? Oh, that's awesome. Hey, this is what I do. Oh, that's awesome. We should connect. You know, you find people that you can, you know, refer business to each other and connect, man, network. So this is an amazing industry because for a lot of people that are, you know, stay-at-home mothers and they're looking for something flexible and, you know, they can't afford to leave their kids to go work 10-hour shifts for minimum wage, this is something that will allow them to make that income in a third or a fourth of that time from home, you know, or at least with very minimal effort away from their family. And that's a huge part that sold me and my wife. Wanting to have our own family, I'm like, this is a place, this is a company, this is a culture that I want to plant roots. Not that I'm comfortable, not that it's cool. No, I want to plant roots here because of the culture, the environment, and the discipline that the leaders set forward. You know, because everything falls under what? Leadership.
Yes.
Right?
So your office is in Montebello, so ideal client, agent, you want LA, Riverside, around there, right?
but
at the end of the day, everything that's convenient.
We got agents in Vegas, we got agents in Texas, Arizona, you know, so we spread across and we connect with them via Zoom. You know, we coach them, train them via Zoom. So it
goes back to how bad they want it. If someone's in Dallas, you can still connect via Zoom, but then you meet up once a month because the network is powerful also.
Yeah, and then look, we can connect you to a local office also. We have offices all across the country. You know, matter of fact, believe it or not, Puerto Rico has one of the biggest teams.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, man. Not only do they have the biggest team, they have no taxes, baby.
Oof.
You feel me? So they're raking it in.
So real quick, what I want to do is just like connect you guys, right? Remember, no referrals here. Rich people introduce. I want you guys to text a number 951-667-8391 to life, right? Text life, and I'm gonna connect you with Chris and Jazz, meet the Hernandezes, so you guys, one, see if you guys are a good fit for each other, and two, inquire if you need a policy, right? No strings attached, just, hey, I'm 30 years old, I work this, I got 2 kids, you know what I mean? Because you're doing yourself a disservice not having one. You're a liability, and the things that we talk about at the meetups and stuff like that, we're talking credit, we're talking real estate, we're talking growth, okay? Victor, one of my lead reps, he's closing on his house like within a week, you know, God willing, everything, right? Last year, warehouse employee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking any warehouse employee, but that's all he knew.
It's how quick it can change.
1 year, and powerful, right? Like, you want to be around people that motivates you, right? Chris, fit, mindset, sharp, right? Makes me want to, hey, I woke up earlier than him, and then he got up. But yeah, Chris, any last words real quick you want to leave the audience?
Yeah, man, look, the beautiful part about this industry is that you attain what I call transferable skills. So listen, man, like sometimes you start off here and you decide, you're like, man, this triggers you to want to start something else, branch out elsewhere, you know? Like for ourselves, we have our podcast, right? Vibe con Chris.
Yes.
But it all started because of this beautiful industry, talking to different people, you know, elevating how I communicate, and I was able to express myself a little better, right? But more importantly, look, man, here's a tip for y'all. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should use these a little more than we use these, right? This should be like a sniper. This is to just listen to understand, not just to respond. So if you guys want to join an industry where you have flexibility, where you can work across the country, where you can work from your laptop, you can connect to offices across the country and connect other people and offer them opportunities. By the way, we work with people to be part of the team. We work with people with socials and ITIN numbers, okay? The company is fluently bilingual in Spanish and English, all right? And the material to train is in Spanish and English. Now, for the clients, we work with people with social, ITIN, and also people without a social. We can get them covered.
What's the fastest way someone can, like the fastest person on your team that got licensed?
It was 4 days.
4 days. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, right? Like I said, I invest back into Chris. Chris invests in me. We're like-minded individuals. I will give $1,000 to whoever jumps on his team and can beat that 4-day mark.
Yeesh. It's gonna be a tough cookie, man. It's gonna be a tough cookie, but it can be done.
It can be done,
It
right?
can be done, bro.
Right.
If you want it.
If you want it.
If you want it, bro.
We'll leave you with that. Hey guys, Econ Bulldog and Mita Hernandez is Chris. Thank you very much, brother. We'll wrap it up. Have a good one.